UAAP Season 82 is all set to begin in a couple of days, and some of the collegiate league's young stars are raring to get back on the hard court. Here's our interview with two of the league's young stars, the Adams and Falcons shooting star Jerrick Ahanmisi and Green Archer Jordan Bartlett, who shared their basketball journey to the Philippines.
I was born and raised in Maryland, USA. A lot of people out here don't really know where that is, so I usually just say I'm from Washington, D.C.
I was born and raised in California, USA, Los Angeles. People always say like I've been like pretty privileged, but I mean, I would say I'm just blessed, that my parents worked hard to, put us in that type of area.
Oh, for me, my parents were huge Chicago Bull fanatics. And what I mean by that is my name's Jordan for a reason. They actually, during the 97 playoffs, they were watching Michael Jordan play as I was born. I wouldn't say the ball was handed to me because I tried a lot of different sports, but basketball was just something that I fell in love with.
Ever since I was 3, I always grew up being around basketball, I would always have a little hoop in my room or like on my bunk bed. My brother obviously was one of the people who inspired me to start playing basketball also, just growing up watching him. And he's been a good role model, so, my family's just been in great support of me.
Because I was able to play for the Philippines national representative team in a few showcase tournaments in New York. So I had a few big games there, and then ABS, I think, started writing articles about me. And then I think 3 UAAP schools reached out to me. And then, yeah, that was it. I was posted on a visit here. And then I just realized there's a whole world of basketball over here. 2015, I came out here, and then I tried out for a couple schools, LaSalle, Ateneo, and NU. But unfortunately, it didn't work out with them. And after that, I was kind of thinking to just go back home to the States. It's on you, bro.
Yeah, and like go to prep school, maybe try to get another offer. But somebody told me to go try out at Adamson, and I was like, you know what, might as well. It's the last school. If it doesn't work out, I'll just go back home. And then they told me they had a new coach, Coach France, and I tried out, and he really liked me, saw potential in me. And that's when they started giving me an offer, and that's how I started playing basketball here.
No matter how good you have it, there's always limitations to being in a different community, different culture. Being Filipino-American, a lot of people think it's all smooth sailing sometimes, like, oh, you get it better than everyone else. But I think it works both ways. Sometimes you're excluded. Depending where you are.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a barrier. It takes a while for you to learn the language a little bit, but and there's also some people out there that that think that you don't understand the language, and then they say some stuff, but obviously you would understand.
No matter how comfortable we are, how much the community accepts us, no matter how much we get to learn the language, it's like the family, we always get homesick from time to time.
I mean, luckily for me, my brother's here, right? But, he's in the PBA, so, he's busy most of the time. And if I can't talk to him, I try to talk to my family back home. But like Jordan said, time management is different, especially for me because they live on the west side of America. It's not just like the opposite time. It's like, say it's 6 p.m. over here. It's probably like 3 a.m. over there. So they're sleeping, and if you try to call them, you wake them up. They'll just say, well, I'll call you tomorrow because
tomorrow you're sleeping.
Yeah, tomorrow, and then I'll be sleeping when they wake up. So it's like, it's hard to try to time manage to talk to your family. But when you get the chance to actually talk to your family, it's always a good time with them.
For me, I definitely have hoop dreams out here. I want to play till I'm 45, till I can't walk, till I can't run anymore. But a big thing for me is living in the moment. It's a blessing to play on this college stage. I think the big dream for me is to build a platform through basketball. the better I do, I know the more connections I'm gonna create, and just to try to like inspire change in the community, and just to find ways to give back because of the way people look up to me.
One dream of mine will probably be first playing in the PBA, playing against my brother, because we've been always playing basketball, just pick up games maybe against each other, but we've never ever played in like a real game against each other. Another dream of mine would probably just to try to give something back to my parents for all they did for me. I don't know what it is. I don't think there would be anything out there that I could give back to them, that they sacrificed so much for me. But I don't know, anything that I could give back to my parents, I would try to give back. Embrace
the opportunity with open arms, and definitely get out of your comfort zone, because it's not going to be easy. That's a given. The guys that come, a lot of the new players that come over here, they know nothing about the culture, but it really is an adventure. There's so much to learn, and it might be hard to transition at first, but it's definitely well worth it, especially if you have a passion like a sport. So it's definitely worth putting in the time to get to know the right people, making those connections, especially if you're going after dreams.
So Jordan Bartlett of LaSalle and Jerrick Ahanmisi of Addison sharing their stories. So we still have our legends here, Ronnie Magsanok and Alan Kaydik. And marami na kayong either teammate or maybe younger players that maybe you've mentored or you've trained. How challenging is it yung pang player, young guy coming from wherever, North America, pupunta sa Pilipinas, madalas mag-isa, trying to make a college career here?
Malaking adjustment din yon on their part. Kasi ang dami nilang, minsan sa culture, sa pagkain, sa how they talk, di ba? Minsan hindi sila marunong mag-Tagalog. Yung relationship with the teammates, yung local teammates, medyo ngayon nga buti welcome na ngayon eh. Dati medyo may division eh. Parang locals versus Fil-Ams, di ba? So yun, adjustment period yun. Talagang definitely kasama yung mahu-homesick yung mga yan pagka nagpunta dito.
Mahirap yan, hindi madali yan. Malulungkot ka, yung pagkain, syempre iba yung nakasanayan mo ron. Iba rin dito. Dadagdag ko lang sa sinabi ni Paring Alan, sa traffic, sila. Probably even dun sa level ng aral baka merong malaking kaibaan given the culture na pinanggalingan nila. Although meron silang tracing their roots to the Filipino lineage, of course, ang pakarami. At pag tinignan mo minsan yung iba, yung isolated, minsan malitaw, malungkot. And it's hard to perform pag ganong klaseng mga hamon yung hinaharap nila. Dahil hindi naman madali makisama at makibagay din talaga eh.
Especially at that age.
Yeah, minsan kasi may mga Fil-Ams na pagdating dito, sabi mo nga, isolated, tahimik. So, nami-misinterpret sila na suplado. Ayaw makikiano. Kasi nahihiya silang mag-open up, baka pagtawanan sila pag nagtagalog sila or hindi nila maintindihan yung nagbibiruan yung mga local teammates. So, talagang malaking adjustment din on their part. Saka yung, one more thing, is yung expectation sa kanila.
Sobrang taas.
Pag sinabi mong Fil-Am, uy, galing to. Pero pag ganyan, magi-gauge mo kung di ba? So, ang taas ng level of sa kanila yung
dagdag pressure.
Dagdag pressure.
Those are the many challenges that the Fil-Am UAAP athletes face. And so, they're just like everyone else. Maraming kailangan na i-hurdle na challenges. Again, thank you, Coach Ronnie Magsanok and Coach Alan Kaydik for helping us out. This has been The Score. I'm Nico Halili. You can also watch The Score on I1 for free. And we'll leave you now with a look at the opening of the NCAA table tennis tournament at the LPU Pep Rally. We'll see all of you again tomorrow.
Yung lineup namin ngayon, may nadagdag kaming dalawa na Frosh. Since wala na si Nasha Colo, yung pinaka-superstar namin, medyo naging balanse lang yung team namin. Hindi na siya dating dominante last season. Pero lalaban pa rin sila ngayon kasi balanse lang kami. Just make it to the Final Four muna. O pa-isa-isa lang muna. Then pag nasa Final Four na, ibang usapan na. We are really prepared dito sa NCAA. At kailangan lang maintain natin yung pagiging matapang sa laro, focus, saka kahit na lamang kayo sa score, wag kumpiyansa. Tapos kahit tayo naman ang mahabol, lalo nating patapangin yung laro natin.
Excited ako dahil parang ito na rin yung last ko na season eh. So basically gusto ko na ibigay lahat yung makakaya ko.
Kasi po, masaya kami nanalo sa championship. Kapapapos lang kami sa ilan po.
As defending champion, of course, lahat ng school, tayo ang pinaghahandaan. Sinasabi ko sa kanila, huwag silang magkumpiyansa kasi kung maglaro kami, sabi ko, isipin nila na hindi sila champion. Parang normal lang din, para hindi sila gaano ma-pressure din and then hopefully ma-defend nila para maging 7-feet champion kami.
Dahil nakita namin yung support nila kahit din sa pep rally and sa mga games namin sa LPU.
Masaya, syempre, dahil nagsama-sama lahat ng mga ka-schoolmate namin para sumuporta sa amin. Tsaka kahit nung wala pa kaming pasok, sumusuporta pa rin talaga sila para sa amin.
Pinaghandaan namin dumipensa kasi halos lahat naman ng team magagaling talaga eh. Kaya ayun, mas focus kami sa defense. Basta go hard and double effort kami.
Mas pinaggigiyan pa namin para sa mga kalaban namin na darating. Kasi ayun nga, sabi na matatalent talaga yung mga kalaban namin ngayon eh. Dahil kami, ang daming gusto rin talaga tumalo sa amin, ganun. Kaya kami rin nag-aanda para sa kanila.
Sa mga sumusuporta sa amin sa LPU Pirates community at saka sa amin dalawa, sa mga sumusuporta, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. At huwag po kayong tumigil sumuporta sa amin para pagpapatuloy namin yung ginagawa namin para sa inyo.
Para sa aming LPU basketball team, good luck po for this season and we know that you will do your best para manalo na tayo ngayong season. And this is the pep rally na inihanda namin para sa inyong mga athletes. Let's go Pirates! Let's go! Woo!